I'm at work, so I got to get right to it. I can't wait till my 11 people show up in the room. Okay. I am Dee Dee Love. Thank you for popping by. Please hit down there, drop down there, hit like, subscribe, and share. Okay, real quick. So, the sneaker drive versus the black woman. Here's the deal, y'all. So, these same men who go on and on, they're talking about the sneaker drive. They act like Kwame Brown invented charity. Hello. There's one person in particular, he's always talking about it's about the message, it's about the message, it's about Kwame's message, about coding and trade school. And see, here's the thing, some of y'all need guidance, some of y'all want to belong, some of y'all need, someone to tell y'all every step of the way. But that's not everybody's struggle. Good morning, welcome to the room, whoever that is, please hit like. So here's what I wanted to point out about the sneaker drive, right? These same brothers that go on and on about the sneaker drive are the same mofos who talk about child support and housing and how it's not needed. But if niggas paid their child support, then there would be no need for a sneaker drive, now would it? If people don't have anywhere to live, they don't have anywhere to put those sneakers. They act like sneakers is the most important thing in a young black man's life, and they're not. This shit has gone too far. It has gotten out of control. The sneaker drive, the sneaker drive. Oh, he gave sneakers. Good morning, Alana. How are you? Yes, yes, girl. I'm too much for some of them. Some dude asked me yesterday, do I date myself? And yes, I do. Okay, until I meet a man who can treat me better than I treat myself, you damn right I date myself. Absolutely. But yeah, so y'all heard about the sneaker drive and this whole mess going on with Kwame Brown and his minions and his people. But like I said, I thought about it last night. I said they're going on and on about these sneakers and these sneakers. Some people they're saying the sneakers were cheap. They didn't pay enough. What up? Hey, tough love. Welcome, babe. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so, it's like, oh, these sneakers are so important. Kwame is doing such a wonderful thing. Like I said, he didn't invent charity. Children need more than fucking sneakers. So they were going on, oh, these sneakers, somebody gave some sneakers. You only paid $200 for four pair of sneakers. Right, exactly. It doesn't matter because it's not about how much sneakers cost. But my thing is, these same men, and I've heard them myself, because people be like, oh, you don't know they said that. Oh, I know what they say because I've listened. Will tell you that, what's up, 2300 Jackson, that child support, they talk shit about women receiving child support. It's a problem. But if they were if these children were being taken care of by their fathers, they wouldn't need a sneaker drive. That's my point. They never point out the issues with the black man. Never that. Good morning. Nice to see you too. So yesterday I was over at Suge's, Uncle Suge's. He did a live, and some guys were on there, and they were trying to make it seem like it's okay to let people into your circle without knowing who they are. So my thing was, they're trying to blame, oh, Kwame didn't know this about this person. He didn't know this about that person. When people are content creators, I always tell people, if you want to know who I am, go watch my videos. You know I'm crazy, I talk shit, I'm nice, I'm caring, I'm kind, but I goes off. It is what it is, I am who I am. But if you want to know a person, do a background check. So somebody on there was like, oh, she's lying, she doesn't check people out. You better check out everybody. See, everybody don't have access to me. I don't fuck with people because I know people can't be trusted. But if I'm sitting up here and I'm an ex-NBA player, I'm a millionaire allegedly or whatever, why am I just letting any and everybody around me? If I'm supposed to be putting out a positive message. But see, the thing is that he's not 100% positive. People are not really listening to what he's saying. You know, the whole thing about child support is disgusting to me because you got brothers who are mad that women want child support, but yet some women need child support. I have never needed a day of it myself personally because I chose a good father for my children, but everybody doesn't do the same. And men don't take responsibility on that end either, because if you chose a woman who doesn't work or who doesn't have income, earning potential, nothing, education, that's on you. Y'all always dragging women. I'm telling you, these same men, these sneaker drive men, are always talking shit about women. Yes, Alana, right? Always talking and dragging women. These same men will be like, oh, they be having four kids. What they said, four kids and four different fathers. But who's baby daddy number 2, 3, and 4? You see what I'm saying? They never put ownership on the man. It's always about the woman. But now because they wanted to give away some sneakers, it's like you would think it was that it was Jesus has risen. Good morning, Jackie Jr. You know what I'm saying? If If men handled their responsibilities, there wouldn't be the need for all these things. But they don't talk about that. These grown ass niggas are really on here arguing about a sneaker drive, Kwame's message, and also his message about trading and coding. I mean, I understand if some people lack knowledge and they need guidance, but that's not everybody's situation. My son is in trade school. What are you talking about? I went to trade school. I didn't stay, but I went. Then I went to a technical high school. So it's schools out there. It depends on where you live demographically. But stop acting like he is the Messiah. It is not that serious. Like, he's not God. He's just really not. And what he's doing, okay, nice. He gave away some sneakers, but for me, you got to look at the sneaker element of it as well, too. Because it's all about this. It's like, people are like, oh, is your kid a sneakerhead? They need to be a bookhead. You get these motherfuckers to learn how to read. Never mind what kind of sneakers they have on. But that's the shit that people are worried about. How many people died over Jordans in the 80s and 90s? $100 sneakers that you found out that it cost them, what, 12 cents to make? But we place value on the wrong shit. Like I said, they worrying about a sneaker drive. What about homelessness? There's some bunch of homeless people. They still talking about a sneaker drive. I think they said it happened 8 or 9 months ago. Okay, but what is the next charity event? You know what I'm saying? What are y'all doing now? Then the motherfucker had the nerve to ask me on the live, well, you need to, and what you need to do. See, that's the problem with y'all. Y'all think y'all know people. This is YouTube. You don't know what I do in my personal life. I've always given. I was born a giver. So I don't need to get on here for some Negro to tell me about what I need to do to help some inner city children. Huh? Like, how are sneakers really helping them? Some of them could use a laptop, a tablet, some books, access to some other shit, Kindles, so they can read. There are many other things you can give children besides a pair of sneakers, right? And was the sneaker tribe, I believe it wasn't geared toward boys, because see, y'all don't listen to Kwame either when he talked that shit about black girl magic. He always talking about, yeah, because there is no black boy magic. You niggas are ignorant as fuck. Okay, he go to Black Boy Magic. Let me give y'all some right now. So one of the Negroes on the panel yesterday, my homeboy Pete Game, I like him though. But I was saying to them how you don't let people into your circle without finding out who the fuck they are first. And they were like, oh, you got to give people a second chance, even if you find out something negative about somebody. If you know somebody is a thief, don't leave your purse with them. Hello? If you know somebody is a murderer, why are you hanging out with them? What do you think is going to happen to you in the end? Yeah, they need clothes, they need all kind of shit. But what do you think is going to happen to you when you let the fox into the hen house? What you think going to happen to you? So I was explaining to them. They was like, oh, well, you got to get to know people. But like I explained to them, when you on a certain level, there are certain people you don't fuck with, period, right? But they're like, oh, well, he got to go back. He needs to give to the hood. How many rappers have gone back home and gotten murdered? How many don't go back? Ice Cube said from day one, what up, Sokoto, Clement, baby, welcome. What did Ice Cube say? Huh? Change your zip code, bitch. That's what you better do. And it is what it is because we know what the hood gives. We know what the hood gives, but y'all gonna tell me y'all gonna get up here on YouTube and tell me that a grown-ass man don't know that if he's fucking with low-life degenerates, this is not gonna end well? Hello? Because some of these motherfuckers are degenerates, period. No more, no less. They can be who they are. I'm not judging them one way or the other. Be you. Because the choice is yours, who you fuck with. I don't fuck with everybody, and I never will. That's not what I do. Y'all got to make better choices in life. I mean, when I heard the dude, because I'm thinking, what the fuck are y'all thinking? That's why these men be ending up in prison and dead. Because if that's your thought process, oh, well, he a fucked up dude, but I'm going to give him a chance. Then you get murked. Well, because you knew what it was, but you stayed and you chose to give somebody a chance. It happens to women all the time. Instead of women, a lot of these women, every day you hear about a young woman being murdered, a mother, her children, or whatever. It's because y'all will know that somebody done did some foul shit and y'all talk about, I'm going to give them a second chance. They didn't mean it. No, it's all documented. Hmm? If there's a criminal history, if you know this man beat 5 other women, why would you date him? You're going to give him another chance you could change him? I don't think so. It's never going to happen. The same with these young men and children online, they sell stuff, right? They meet up with people to sell shit and then they get killed. But you got grown men online talking about you don't need to do background checks. You need to trust people. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with y'all? But then y'all got all the smoke and all the advice for black women. Black women need to do this. Black women ain't shit. And like I was telling them yesterday, they can say whatever they want about Kwame, but look at the people who was sitting. He was sitting around with Tommy Sotomayor. Uh-huh. What's his name? Charleston White. And see, that's the other issue I have with all these black men who sit over there who worried about fucking sneakers. What about sexual assault? Y'all not listening to what these brothers is really saying over there, okay? Like they always say, oh, women quick to throw out the R word. You can acknowledge that brothers catch bodies. What else, sweet brown sugar? Good morning. Y'all can acknowledge that brothers kill and rob and do all kind of other trifling shit, but y'all don't want to admit that dudes sexually assault. Hello, they do. And until it start happening to men on a rag, they're never going to say anything. They don't care. They think it's a joke. They think it's a game. Yeah, it's not. It's serious, but they dismiss it. Listen to what they say. Oh, they always throwing the R word out there. Are you a woman? Have you been alone in a room with a dude? Have you been somewhere with somebody who told you if you don't do this, you're not getting home tonight? You not getting ride back? I'm leaving you in the woods. Has that ever happened to you? Bruh? See, y'all boys and friends do that shit, but y'all don't acknowledge any of that. Y'all because I'd rather talk about and argue about a goddamn sneaker drive. Men, y'all got a lot of other things y'all need to be talking about besides dragging black women. Right. Every time you go over there somewhere, it's child support. There is no black girl. It's always about black girl magic. Where's the black boy magic? Create the motherfucking magic. Make it happen. But y'all are not addressing these young men. They out here in the streets now killing like they crazy. Right. Women, children, they don't care. And it's because y'all keep putting this negative shit out in the atmosphere. So the guy was also saying to me that, because I said the honest, real reality is that nobody gave a shit about what Tommy Sotomayor was saying and whose mama, because when he was talking about black women like dogs up there, he was talking about people's mamas and sisters and aunts and all of that, right? But they didn't care until he started talking about Kwame's mama. So somebody was like, well, you should be glad that they took his channel down based on that. Okay, I'll give him that. But at the end of the day, like I said, end of the gays, because y'all on some bullshit, it didn't matter until it was your homeboy. See, so that's when black women say they need protection, because y'all didn't care enough to protect black women when this man was dragging us. But when it came to another black man, because y'all wasn't, because Kwame's mama's dead. The women Tommy and them was talking about are alive and well and kicking. Y'all didn't give a fuck about that. So, but when another man was having an issue, oh, sorry, when another man was in his feelings, then all of a sudden, okay, we got to do something about it. I don't get it. Nobody cares until the issue is at their doorstep. Most folks, oops, hold up. Most folks don't know what to talk about, so they hold on to whatever someone else. It's sad. You know what? What people need, hey Zab, welcome. What people really need to do is log off of this, not even log off to YouTube, but go watch some news and see what's going on for real in the community. They worrying about sneakers in the community when people are killing children in the community. Women are dying in the community at the hands of their brothers, and they're not talking to black men about the issues that's really going on. It's real things that need to be discussed that have nothing to do with sneakers. And then, like I said, oh, the message. You got to get the message. You got to listen to Kwame's message. What really is it? I am listening to the message. Like I said, it's saying that women don't deserve child support. Women don't need anywhere to live. Okay? Women don't deserve anything. Women don't deserve to be praised. Hello? I hear you loud and clear. hmm But then you're keeping the mess going. So, go figure. Which side are they really on? It's not ours. Pay attention. Because even when I was on that panel yesterday, nobody, hey, just a petty mess. Okay, catch me on the replay. Lightning bolt with a heart of gold. Ooh, hey, Kender, welcome. Yeah, so, but where's the magic for all of us? But y'all not really listening to the message because the message is not supporting black women, period. Now, I don't have a problem with brothers supporting other brothers, but in the process, you don't need to tear us down. So y'all tell me that Kwame is so positive, but in the midst of all that, you're sitting up there with men who tear women down. You can't be both. I don't sit with men who talk crazy. I don't sit with men who talk about rape. Women do it too, though. Y'all sit with guys who laugh at things like that, and y'all have daughters. But if y'all think that's funny from him, then y'all take it lighthearted. And then you put yourselves and your children at risk of some bad shit happening to them because you could have, the information was there in your face and you chose to ignore it. The same with the, like I said, oh, he didn't know this and this about him. Y'all are grown men. You mean to tell me you can't pick up a phone? I Google people. Always have. They call it doxing now. But back when we was doing it in the 80s, it was just finding out who you was dealing with. You better know who you dealing with, who you fucking with, you know? And like I was saying yesterday, I compared it to the crack game because they was like, so you mean Kwame shouldn't have had nothing to do with this person, that person? What I'm saying is this. In the crack game, distribution don't know the niggas on the corner. Okay, I know nothing about y'all petty small time hustlers, and it ain't nothing personal. But you have to separate yourself because you will get got every time. Things don't end well for people. I mean, like I said, I don't know where these people come from. And I also think because a lot of people, like, I'm from the city, but a lot of people are from the country, right? So their version of, because don't get me wrong, those niggas are gangster and gully too. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's a different way they move. Or not even. I'm thinking like, because Kwame strikes me as a nice dude at the end of the day. I don't get a roughneck from him. I don't get a gangster. I don't get that he's violent and he likes to fight. I don't get none of that from him. That's why I like him. Don't get me wrong, I like him. And one thing about me, I talk shit about people that I like. Yup. If they don't give a fuck about you, I won't mention you. But I like him. But hopefully he can do better and he can learn from where he is now. But he got all these people sitting around him amening and hand clapping everything that he says and does, even when he's wrong. There's no growth in that process, period. And that's for any of us. If you know, if everything is turned upside down and then you still got people sitting around you telling you that everything is great, you need to ask yourself about them people sitting around you. I don't have people sitting around me. I think for me and I roll by myself. So I make, I make my own decisions. But like I said, oh, back to the Charleston White thing. So when he was hooked up with Charleston White, right? This man is like out here really talking about our sexually assaulting white women and all of this and that. And these brothers is okay with him saying that. Y'all associate and connect yourself with somebody who says those kind of things. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I'm telling you, overall, I think that our community, the men, y'all need to take a step back and really think about and talk about this sexual assault situation. Because y'all don't care. Y'all take it lightly. Y'all worried about child support. Meanwhile, your boys is out here not working, not taking care of their children, hurting women, hurting children, hurting themselves, and doing all kind of other shit. But y'all will address a woman. Y'all got the Kevin Samuels of the world too. Kevin Samuels, I gotta go watch Tanya TKO's video. Kevin Samuels put out a video yesterday and told women that they need to protect their husbands and boyfriends when the daughters accuse them of molestation or sexual assault. Y'all heard that correctly. And that's what happens already in our community. That's why, I mean, who would, why would he say something like that? Because you got men out there listening to that, and there's a certain type of woman who believes and does that kind of shit. But they're a little slow and mentally ill. But for a man to tell a woman, you know what, protect your man over your daughters, over your sons, because it's not just happening to young ladies, it's happening to young men too. But we got these men on these platforms out here talking that dumb shit. You know, women are lying about being sexually assaulted. It's not true. Even though sexual abuse happens to children, but it's not happening to women, huh? Right. Only in our community is it not acknowledged that way. Like I said, you had the whole Boy Scouts of America scandal. You got the Catholic Church scandal. You got the Eddie Long scandal. And even with the Eddie Long situation, the people in the church, the young man came forth, young men, and spoke on it, and the people still didn't believe them. That's where we are mentally with sexual abuse and sexual assault. But these niggas are harping over a sneaker drive. And these are the same dudes, I'm telling y'all, who talk that shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm done. Okay. All right. You know how Caucasians are. If I'm not, you're not even in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me go before I have to cuss a bitch out this morning. Y'all know y'all don't, and you know I will. Okay. Um, it's crazy how whenever black people talk, white people have a problem. I'm in a little area by my damn self. Ain't nobody over here, but they're complaining. Are you kidding me? Fuck them. Okay, let me go. But yes, think about what I said, y'all. Don't y'all think it's interesting how you don't need housing, you don't need child support, but you need a sneaker drive? Deuces.